Today I want to talk to you about the most controversial subject in the world, and that's fitness. And you already are probably aware of some of the controversies that are going on. There's the old way of thinking that long cardio workouts, burning calories, is the way to lose weight, and that the only way you can burn fat is to burn more calories than you take in. So you have to burn more than you eat. And then there's this other side of the controversy, which is these people who seem to be getting these amazing bodies in just 20-minute workouts and how they're doing that. So you can probably guess which side of the fence I'm on by my shirt, but it's way more than that. There's incredible discoveries that are proving that the calories in, calories out mentality is wrong. And the true fact is, something that I'm the only person that will tell you this, there's only one way to burn fat. There's just one way to burn fat, and it has nothing to do with calories in and calories out. It has to do with a hormone in your body. It's affectionately called by scientists the fountain of youth hormone or the puberty hormone. Fountain of youth, that sounds great. But doctors and nutritionists and personal trainers are all wrong about how to burn fat. So the key to this is not to be on a treadmill for hours, eat less, starve yourself. That's the exact opposite of what you should be doing. But that's what they've been telling us since 1975. And since 1975, our obesity rate has skyrocketed through the roof. I don't need to go through the numbers on that. We all know that. Everyone's fatter by 15, 20 pounds because we are trying to starve ourselves on these low-calorie diets. They work for a short time, and then we go back on a regular diet, and we all gain weight. That has to stop now. The truth is, the only real way to burn fat is to change hormones in your body, and the secret to burning fat, scientifically proven, the only way to do it is not about calories. It has nothing to do with calories. It is, you have to burn through your sugar, it's called glycogen, that's in your system that your body tries to live off. You have to burn through that in a quick, short workout and get to the fat. That's stored energy. So you have to get rid of the energy that's going through your system currently. You do that with a short, fast 20-minute workout. You do that in the first 5 minutes, and then you tap in to the fat, the belly fat especially, but all over your body. Then you can tap into that energy. You have to use the energy that is fat. Again, not about calories or about eating better. To take you back to how I discovered all this was, I'm a two-sport athlete in college. I played for the Detroit Junior Red Wings, and I played hockey, obviously, as my main sport. And as hockey players, we would burn 3,000 calories in a workout. This was grueling, long workouts. And we come back in the locker room, in the showers, and I'd look around, and guys had bellies. And I know they weren't eating more than 3,000 calories a day. So how were they retaining these bellies with belly fat? It wasn't muscle, it was fat. And then after practice, we'd go back to the dorms and we'd hang out with the male and female gymnasts who were all ripped. They were in incredible shape. Bodies were amazing. And I was dating a gymnast at the time, and I'd ask her, I would be like, Heather, what are you guys doing? How much do you run? How many hours do you spend lifting weights a week? How much? She's like, we don't run. We don't lift weights. And I was like, okay. And so I'd bombard her with more questions. Finally, she was like, you know what? I'm tired of these questions. Come to our practice. See what we do. So I start going to their practices, and I'm walking around. What I noticed was, the first thing I noticed was they weren't doing anything. They were standing around mostly. They had 2-hour practices. Almost the whole time they were standing, waiting for equipment. One person at a time on the floor. You don't want to crash into each other. So then I said, okay, if they're not burning calories, what are they doing different? And what I noticed was that every single time they got on a piece of equipment, it was boom. Their body was moving at top speed. It was about speed. So they had the floor exercise, the vault, the high bar, the parallel bar for the girls, the pommel horse for the guys. They would all get up there for anywhere from 6. The vault was like 6 seconds of sprint, boom, flip, speed and explosion. Floor, same thing, about 40 seconds, speed and explosion. And so that stuck in my head, and I couldn't get it out. So I finally started timing. They had an Olympic athlete on their team at the time, Barry McDonald. He was on the Olympic team for Ireland. And so I started timing exactly how much time he spent working out in 2 hours. And what I found blew my mind. I found out that he was only working out, and he was the hardest worker of all of them. He was only working out for 15 to 20 minutes per exercise. And so I went back to the dorms, and I couldn't, I was telling people this, and they didn't want to hear it at the time, and they're like, I don't believe this. And so then I started thinking about who has the best bodies in the world. Sprinters, boxers, gymnasts, wide receivers. What do they all do? They move their body at top speed as fast as they can for very short periods of time. That's it. Practice for a sprinter, a workout, is 2 hours long. They do about 10 100-meter dashes. And then they talk to their coach about form, they practice getting out of the game. But they're only going for about 10 to 15 minutes, the top sprinters in the world, of exercising during that 2 hours. So it was crazy to me. And, I retired from hockey, and then I started working out again. And I started doing what everyone told me to do. Every personal trainer, every nutritionist, every doctor told me the exact same thing. They said, to lose fat, because I was starting to get belly fat, to lose fat, you gotta burn calories on long cardio. Long, slow cardio, 40 minutes to an hour. If you want to lose fat and look good, you had to do the 40 minutes of cardio and lift weights on top of that. And so I started doing that through my 30s, and I kept getting fatter and fatter, little by little, a couple pounds a year. Next thing I know, I'm 25 pounds overweight, and I'm angry because I'm doing exactly what they said. I do it for like 5 months at a time, then I get really mad because it wasn't working, and then I'd stop doing it for a couple months, then I get motivated again, and I went on this crazy cycle, watching my calories, counting calories, which is so boring and tedious and awful. And then at age 37, I said, I'm done. I'm quitting working out. I don't want to do it anymore. It's too much frustration. And I sat around for a couple weeks, and then I said, no, there's something better. And I remembered everything from college. I remembered the gymnast, and remembered about boxers and sprinters. And I said, okay, I'm going to do something. Last chance. I'm going to do something. I'm going to create workouts that I move my body at top speed for 20 minutes in intervals, short, intense intervals, really fast. So I did this around 2008, 2009, and within 2 weeks, my body started changing. This was in the winter, and I was wearing, heavy coats and stuff. That people were like, wow, your hair looks great. Your skin looks great. You look really healthy. I'm like, it can't be this. I've just been doing it for 2 weeks. I didn't understand the science behind it, which was coming. So then after a month, I'd lost 12 pounds. After 2 months, I lost 23 pounds. I was back to my fighting weight, we call it, in hockey. I was back to my lean, mean fighting weight, and I was in better shape than I was in college because I wasn't lifting weights. I wasn't bulky. I was lean and mean, the fast twitch muscles, speed, speed, speed. So then I started talking to people, and I said, this is what's happening. I was talking to the trainer, Matt, who trained me at the gym at 24 Hour Fitness. And I would said, he'd come up to me if I showed up there because I'd showed up and used they had a better scale than I did at the time. And I'd be like, hey, what's going on? He'd like, do you want to train with me? I'm like, no, I found this amazing workout that, that's all based on speed. No one else is doing it. He's like, speed, I don't know anything about speed. This doesn't work. That's not what I was taught, whatever. And I said, it's only 20 minutes long. And he was like, 20 minutes? And he's like, his face turned red. He got mad. He's like, there's no way. Yeah, you can't burn enough calories in 20 minutes. I'm like, it's not about calories, dude. It's about getting into the best shape. And I didn't have the power and leverage at the time of science, and I really didn't actually know what was going on, how I was changing so fast, how my hair looked healthier. I looked younger, my skin looked fuller. And then the study came out. McMaster's University in Ontario, Canada, came out with a study. All they did was They tested 2 groups. This was the start. Everything blew up after this. 2 groups. One who did an hour of cardio a day for 5 weeks versus another group that did 20 minutes 3 times a week. This group was doing 5 hours less fitness a week than this group. The 20-minute workouts won the gold medal in every single category that they tested for health, for fat loss, for cardio, for everything. They blew this group away. And somewhere within the trial, after a week or two, the scientists recognized how crazy this was going. And one of the scientists made a great choice. He said, let's test their blood, because there's something going on within the body that doesn't make sense. It's not about calories burning, or that's not why they're looking so good. So they tested the blood, and they found out that the people doing the short, fast, intense workouts had 430% more HGH in their bloodstream than the other group. 430% more of the fountain of youth hormone, the puberty hormone. Then they figured out exactly how it worked. It took several more tests. So what happens is, when your body goes into fight or flight mode, moving at top speed, it sends a message to your brain saying, we're in trouble, we need to survive. Because really for 200,000 years, all we ever needed to do in life was survive. It was to chase food or to run from a predator. That's it. That was our life. Don't starve to death. So when we move at top speed, the body sends a message to the brain, and the brain reacts by opening the pituitary gland, creating HGH, and sending it to the body. Because literally your brain says, you're going to die if you're not in good shape, if you aren't moving at top speed. So I'm going to make it so you can move at top speed. Now, you may be saying, does this work for women, or does this work for people over 50 or over 40 or over 30? Because doctors told us, and scientists told us for years and years and years, that your growth hormone, HGH in the bloodstream, was the highest at puberty. And then in your 20s, it starts to sag fast. And by 30, it's almost gone. You're producing so little. That's why by 30, you should expect to age. You should expect to be totally out of shape, look bad by age 40 in that 10-year decade. That's what we were told. Now science has told us, no, you can actually take this line and move it up by training with speed. So I started this whole conversation. I was going on forums, and people were hating on me just like the personal trainer. Almost all of them were personal trainers. You were writing me responses like, you don't know what you're talking about. One study doesn't prove anything. This is not true. You have to burn calories, And I couldn't figure out why they hated me for this 20-minute workout. And then my friend Ben said to me, dude, it's very simple why they hate you. You threaten their livelihoods. They get paid by the hour. Every gym has an hour span, $50, $60, up to $100 with a personal trainer per hour. You're taking that away from them. That's their fear. And I was taken aback for a second. I was like, oh man, I feel bad now. I was writing on the websites and stuff. And then I said, I woke up in the middle of the night that night and I said, what? You feel bad? That's how I am. I have sympathy. No, this is going to help people. This is going to change people's lives. So in the meantime, 2 girls came up to me. This was about a month into when I was training, Christy and Jessica. And they're like, holy crap, you look great. What are you doing? Told them, they said, train us. And I said, no, I don't want to be a personal trainer. I've got a writing career right now, and I'm not looking to do that. I don't have time. I can't, where am I going to train you? I'm not going to rent a place. I don't have the time to, rent a little gym to train you. They're like, just train us at your house. And then so I said, okay, fine. So they came over and we were in my apartment. I'm like, let's go on the sidewalk out front. So we went on the sidewalk out front, and we'd have to literally, move when we're doing these speed exercises. We'd have to move when people were walking down the sidewalk with their dogs. And within a week, they started getting those same compliments. You look younger, your hair looks great, you look healthier. And this was HGH, the fountain of youth hormone, going through their system. And so they start talking. The beauty of this, too, is that I'm a male, so it worked for me. Christy and Jessica are females, and Christy's athletic, athletic, and Jessica's not at all. But within a few weeks, their bodies started changing just as quickly as each other. So I'm like, okay, it's not just me, it's not just men, it's not just athletic women, it's everyone. Everyone benefits from this. So they start talking, and next thing you know, there's 5 people on the sidewalk. And Christy's like, okay, let's move to this park near my house. It's Barnesdale Park here in Hollywood. So we're up in the park within a few weeks. It's 10 people. Then it's 20, then 25. And we're all up there like crazy, moving at top speed, jumping, doing zombie sprints, doing, paddles, everything. So all these things that I made up, we look crazy. And then I got scared. I was like, and that's when I feel terrible, but I let fear kind of take over my head for a second. And it was like, oh, the park, it's a museum within and a park. They're going to come out and they're going to say, hey, you can't train people here. What are you doing? This isn't a free park to train people and whatever. So I had to kick that. So side note, don't live your life on fear at all, ever. So then I started making videos. Christy, with a little camera, would film me in her apartment, and I'd sent them to my brother, my sister, my friend Mike in Colorado, my friends in Chicago. Just emailed them, and they were like, a couple weeks later, they'd say the same thing. Holy crap! I feel amazing. You got to get this to the world. So then I took it online in 2012, and right now it's in over 45 countries. I've not done any advertising. It's spreading through the world. A lot of it through people just emailing their friends saying, hey, look, I'm doing this. You've got to check this out. Or on Facebook saying, oh my God, here's what I'm doing. This is crazy. So this was a super exciting time when the word started to spread. And then I had to start talking about HGH and how it attacks fat. It doesn't want fat in your body because, go back to the fight or flight, fat is dangerous at this point. You move slower with fat, and also belly fat, especially the love handles, they throw off your balance and they make it more dangerous on your knees. So it actually attacks belly fat and love handles. So this a miracle hormone. Then people started saying, and I noticed too, they're like, hey, Justin, I feel warmer. Like, at night, I feel warmer after the workouts all day, and then at night, I take the covers off. It's not like a sweaty bad thing. It's just like it's this major warmth that's going on. Then I started researching that and found out that there's this incredible thing called EPOC. It's excess post-exercise oxygen consumption, which means burning energy. That fat, again, it's called simply called the afterburn effect. So after these high-intensity 20-minute workouts, your body actually burns fat for hours, up to 48 hours after, because you put so much demand on energy during these workouts that it backlogs the energy consumption, and it's building muscles at the same time. So you're feeling warmer all day and night. That's 48 hours of benefits from one workout. When you jog or do long cardio, you don't get any of that. None of that benefit. You may burn a few calories on the treadmill. It's sugar. It never taps into the fat because it doesn't need to, because it's not putting your body at a high point of fight or flight. It never taps into that fat. That's why if you go to the gym today, or you look even at a friend who's run a marathon at your work, or you know people who have run a marathon, and they work out for 10 hours a week for a couple months, and they don't lose a single pound. 10 hours a week of long pounding cardio. So that was also something to me that was like, how are they not losing weight? Well, I don't want to get too deeply into that, but when your body does long, slow cardio, it literally releases a fat storage hormone called cortisol, because the stress of your body, when your body has stress, it thinks you're starving to death again, so it will store fat. So go to your gym, look at who's doing long cardio, who's been there for years doing long cardio on the machines. They all have this soft layer of belly fat around them, and that's from cortisol, a fat storage hormone. So now this 20-minute workout thing is going around the world, and people are backlashing towards me, and I do what you want to do. I say do what you want to do, but I'm telling you the 20-minute workout thing works, and that's because you put yourself in a fight or flight situation and release this amazing growth hormone, And, you know, the wrong way to do it is to sit around and waste hours and hours a week doing long cardio, then lifting weights, when you can get it all in 20 minutes 3 times a week. So right now I want to tell you about how you can test this out for yourself without any kind of risk at all. So you ask yourself, how much is a personal trainer at a gym? $50, usually minimum, an hour. Right now I'm offering you the under 20 workout for $27 a month. You can click the link below, you'll see everything, and it's what you get with that is you get over 100 workouts of high intensity 20-minute workouts. Not only that, I'm going to throw in 12 short metabolism boosting workouts. They're 5 minutes long. You can do them on your off days if you want to boost your metabolism. And if you order right now, this is 50% off right now, by the way. This is it, the price is going to go up in a matter of a couple weeks, but you can be grandfathered in to $27 a week, not $50 that the trainer charges you per session. $27 a month, I'm sorry. And okay, I want you to go back and start from right when I talk about the offer and restart it right here. So back on. Right now, I've got a ridiculous 50% offer going for you right now. And I'm going to tell you everything you get. I'm going to tell you, not I'm gonna. Scratch that last one. Scratch that. I'm going to start in 5 seconds. All right, this is the call to action that we're going to cut and move forward. And we'll start in 5 seconds. So right now, this workout that's in over 45 countries, how can you test it out for yourself without any kind of risk? I'm going to tell you. First, you should know that right now it's 50% off, okay? And ask yourself how much a personal trainer costs for one session, one 1-hour session at the gym. $50 minimum usually. You do that twice a week for a month, you're looking at $400 a month. The under 20 workout, right now, 50% off for $27 a month. That's it. I want everyone in the world to be doing this. It's $27 a month. The price is going to go up very soon. So get in now. If you get in now, you're grandfathered in at that price. Your monthly price is $27 a month. We add new videos every month. There's over 100 workouts right now there set up in order to build with you. Another thing that no one else does. These build with you as you get stronger. That's very important. You don't want to do the same DVDs over and over. Not only are those 10 workouts they give you or 5 workouts super boring after the 3rd time through, they're not building with you as you get stronger. So the benefits, over 100 workouts, fast paced. Not only that, I'm going to throw in 12 brand new short workouts, 5-minute metabolism boosting workouts that people like to do on their off days if they're really trying to get in shape. And then the greatest gift within this is our 6-week challenges. We've got a 6-week challenges. This is for someone who's getting ready for a wedding, getting ready for summer, your summer clothes. If you want to get back into your favorite jeans, or you got a class reunion coming up, anything you want to get on the fast track of getting in shape, we've got a 6-week challenge that will get you there in 6 weeks, whatever body you're looking for. In addition to that, I'm going to throw in another 6-week challenge, the advanced version. So a lot of people came to me after doing the first 6-week challenge and they're like, oh my God, this is great. I changed my body, I'm ready for my wedding, but I want to do more. I want something more challenging. So I created the advanced 6-week challenge, the advanced 6-week Fat Blaster challenge. There's the original Fat Blaster challenge and the advanced 6-week challenge. In addition to that, also want to throw in the Rebel Nutrition Guide. This is an eating guide. It's amazing. It's not a diet. It's just teaching you how to eat the right foods that will fuel your body, that will not put you in a sugar state where your body's running off sugar. You want your body to run off fat. And it's all about eating healthy, natural foods with no fake sugars in them. Avocados are great. People will tell you don't eat fat. Avocados, high in fat, wonderful for you. Coconut oil, super high in saturated fat, very good for your body, great for weight loss. So you get that, the Rebel Nutrition Guide and the money back guarantee. So this money back guarantee, it's never been used. No one's ever asked for their money back. You can use it though. You have 30 days, the first month, at $27 to say, hey, this isn't right for me. No one's ever used it yet. You might be the first one. Just kidding. No one uses it because this works. This system works. And I'm not spreading the word magically. I'm not forcing people into anything. These are people who want to change. They don't want to be in that old school way of thinking, of burning your life away on a treadmill, just slaving away, lifting a few weights here and there, not knowing what to do in the weight room, walking around your gym, not knowing what to do, and eating, sitting, counting calories every meal, annoying your friends, annoying your loved ones by saying this has this many calories. That doesn't work. It's proven. And the science, I want to talk to you about the science behind all the calorie counting. It's not possible to tap into your fat unless you get through that sugar. And the way to do that is to burn the glycogen off in fast, intense movements, sending out the fight or flight, and then stopping the long cardio, which releases cortisone, the long pounding cardio, running, marathon training, pounding on the treadmill. Stop all that. Eat what you want to eat, natural foods, eat fat, get on a 20-minute workout. And the biggest thing, every single person, after all my research came out and I was on the forums and the science finally came out to back them, every major corporation, these corporate workouts, Beachbody, Insanity, they all tried to copy me and do 20-minute workouts. They all cut down their workouts and started selling them as a different package in 20-minute form. The problem was that with that is they missed the entire point. They thought it was just, oh, work out intensely in these grueling Insanity workouts where you never stop for 20 minutes. They thought it was about that. It's not about that. It's about speed, moving your body at top speed. I call it BATS, B-A-T-S, body at top speed. Now people are calling it MATS because I've trademarked the word. M-A-T-S, muscles at top speed. I don't care. It's however you do it, you must be training at top speed. $27 right now, 50% off. Click the button below. There's a money back guarantee. I'll tell you right now, you'll know within a week if I'm the right trainer for you, if this is the right system for you. Everyone said yes so far that's done it. But that's a huge key factor. You have to know that you love your workout because I have a saying, if you don't love your workout, you're eventually going to quit and you'll be no better off than when you started. So try it out for a month. That's all you have to do. There's a money back guarantee. Click the button below. $27 you're grandfathered in. Other than that, you can come back in a few weeks. The price is going to be probably double. $47, not quite double. That's why I said probably. So get in now, $27. Have a great time. And the biggest bonus of all, I'll tell you right now, is that you have complete access to me. All right? Email me with any questions. I'll make sure they're answered, every single one of them. You guys have a fit and fantastic day. And don't forget, if you don't love your workout, you're going to eventually quit and be no better off in the future. Check it out. Let me know if you have any questions. Justin at under20workout.com. Have a great day.